Hello, this is Christina Malaya and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking the link and joining me here. The gist of this is I am a Black woman diagnosed with depression and anxiety. I decided to share this series with you guys because I had gotten to a space where I just could not hold it together alone anymore. So it was suggested to me by my therapist that I go to IOP, which is intensive outpatient therapy. And I did that. I had to take short-term disability leave from my job because I wasn't doing well. I wasn't coping well. Things were not on the right track. So I thought I was gonna do it for like 4 weeks. I ended up doing the 12-week program, and this is the end. So I decided to record it just to share with the world. So I hope that, if you watch the series, that you were able to get hope or honesty or just like knowing that you're not the only one trying to hold it together. I have really mixed emotions about this being the end. I'm really afraid that I'm not going to be able to hold it together. I don't feel healed. I don't feel like after these 12 weeks I am a new girl and, oh yeah girl, you got it. That's not how I feel. I feel like I wish I had more time to pull it together. I wish I could do it for a year so that I could actually get those habits really formed. But I am grateful that I have a job that offered me short-term disability benefits. When I came into this series in the beginning, I was in a really, jacked up kind of like a fog. I was just really not myself. I knew I wasn't happy. I wasn't operating at any type of standard. I was sitting in the house with the windows closed all the time. I just wasn't well. So I am a different person than the person that came in. And I'm not perfect, but I appreciate IOP being able to hold me when I couldn't show up as perfectly as I would have wanted to. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the vlog, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit more at the end. I used to think that growth would feel big, loud, like a breakthrough, like it would just punch me in the face. But healing for me looked more like this, like boiling water with my favorite mug and giving myself 5 quiet minutes before the day comes in and does whatever it's going to do to my mental. The tea doesn't really fix anything, but the ritual reminds me that I'm still there. Hey guys, so it's Thursday. I'm feeling really content this morning. I got some good rest. I updated the description for a YouTube video. I booked my hair appointment. I'm on my way to my hair appointment. I blow dried my hair to the best of my abilities. And now I'm headed to get my braids done. And I'm not getting them as long this time. Getting them relatively normal length. Like a size you would have got when you were a teenager. I mean, let me hush, because I don't know what nobody was doing when they was a teenager, but I know I wasn't getting butt length braids. But after having my little butt length braids, I was like, this length isn't necessary. I will say though, when I have my 30-inch bust down, how they do it? Couldn't tell me nothing. Couldn't tell me nothing. So anyway, I'm getting my braids. They're probably gonna be 24. It's not like a drastic difference. I had it to Awa because those are the girls. They get it done, honey bunny. And I brought my reading book. I'm actually gonna try to read All About Love because I started it and I already got some gems from it, but I stopped reading because it was physical. It's really hard for me to sit down and read a physical book. Who has the time to sit down and read a physical book? I got stuff to do. Yes, I could be getting a new job. That's what I could be doing. I could be applying for a new role. So there's that. But anyway, so I'll come back to you all when my braids are done. Toodles. Hey you guys. So I did not come back after. But this is just the next day. It's Friday. Been doing a little light swipe of topicals. One of my favorite lip balms. So you can see we did a ginger. I wish it was more orange. If I do this color again, I would have them mix it I would have them do, you know how when they do I did do it shorter this time, so it's like mid back, and I think this is too short for me. So butt length was too long, mid back is too short. So I'm actually kind of glad I didn't get the color I wanted, because I feel like it would have been a waste. These are boneless, as they say, knotless. But anyway, so this is the finished hair. I'm wearing Olivia Live. Therapy today was good. Some parallels we drew. Sometimes we do a lot of question decks to help us understand ourselves a little bit more, self-awareness. I don't know if you guys remember, but I struggle with perfectionism, these big lofty goals, this black excellence. And so the question was, what were you obsessed with when you were a kid? And it was Barbie. I loved Barbie dearly. My whole room was decorated Barbie. Loved Barbie down, honey. Loved Barbie down. She was pretty. She had big boobs. She had no waist, which I don't think I've ever really, I didn't internalize. I don't strive to be a big boob, no waist person. I always have wanted big boobs, so maybe she did get in my subconscious. But she was smart, and she was pretty, and she had a boyfriend. She got married. Girl, Barbie was that girl. And then she came in a black girl. So basically, I didn't have to look at this. Only white girls could do this. I always made Chrissy was my girl. Technically, she's a Barbie doll. They're Barbies. But Chrissy was actually my girl. But to me, she was still Barbie. You know what I mean? So she was just black Barbie. That was interesting. It was like drove a real strange parallel there. We talked about attachment styles and what type of parenting is usually, or what type of parenting we can generalize usually is tied to create that type of attachment style. I realize I'm probably still very unready for a relationship, but it was something else we learned. We talked about attachment styles. We didn't get to talk about triggers. And we talked about daily routines. So I created a daily routine for tomorrow. I actually feel like I might create a little bit of a daily routine for the rest of this day after I go inside and finish my lunch, which this is my grandma's birthday. And unfortunately, he's no longer here with us, but that's still my baby girl. That's my angel now. I love that lady. I do. I love her a lot. But wow, that's crazy. She really is gone. I had this really creepy dream about the fact that her body is actually deteriorating in a box in the ground. Something about that really fucks with me. Damn, she really in a box in the ground, just deteriorating. She used to be a person on this earth that I would reach out to. She was my girl. But anyway. So in conclusion, I miss Granny. I clearly still did. I wonder who put that idea of perfectionism in my mind. Was it Mattel? But actually, let me go watch Barbie again. Who is it streaming on? Because WTF. So that's why I deal with then I'm depressed, because I can't meet the black excellence ideas. Girl, it's a lot. But what's today? Friday? And tomorrow we have a big day. Big day. I have two really important people to me who are having events. One of them is in the morning, so I'll be there for her morning event. And then my other friend, it is her birthday, so I will be there for her. And we hitting the tea time. Maybe I'll get some B-roll, get some footage for the rest of the day for you all. Thanks for listening. Hey guys, we got some new mail, so let's open it up. I'm kind of excited. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what is this? This is not mine. Baby, this is not mine. Gonna have to drop this off. This is Lancome. Paris Hilton? That's juicy. Oh, kisses are better with juicy tubes. You know what though? The juicy tubes be hitting. Okay, what this say? Oh, this is a list of them. Period. Y'all, I love little things like this. It's like a quiz. Okay. Start here. I never leave the house without lip gloss in my purse. Duh, that's juicy. One isn't enough. I have two in my bag all the time. I do tend to have two. If I had to pick one beauty must have, it would be glittery eyeshadow, bedazzled compact mirror, or my favorite rose quartz roller. Rose quartz roller. What's your party role? curating the playlist and good vibes, snapping selfies, making sure everyone is having a good time. I'm snapping selfies, to be honest with you. When it comes to lip gloss, I want Maximum Sparkle with extra shine, smells yummy and looks delicious. I don't care as long as it's pink. I'm gonna go with smells yummy and looks delicious. I don't need Maximum Sparkle. So Marshmallow Electro is gonna be my girl. Period. All right, so let's take her out. Oh, it's so cute. Ah, this is adorable. Oh my god, that's juicy. This has so much sparkle in it. Friend, I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to do magic spell. Oh my god. Okay, let me see if I can open this up. This way. Okay, magic spell. So what did they say I was? Marshmallow. I think it was this one. Woo! All right, so this is just adorable, and you know. And it's a heart. That's juicy. With baby, listen. And a rose. Oh my god, y'all. I'm obsessed, baby. The way this is going on a purse immediately. That's so cool. Oh my god, I love it. Thank you so much, Lancome. This is freaking adorable. And Paris is the OG forever. OG. That's juicy. Do you feel like I got it? I feel like I got it. Like, that's juicy. Thank you, Lancome. Thank you, girl. All right. Now this one. Okay, I'm sorry. Whew, let me calm down. Actually, hold on. There were days where I didn't even want to look at myself. I didn't want to take care of myself. So taking care of my hair like this very gently and intentionally became a way for me to show up for myself. I learned to be present in my own body again. I'm not pampering myself. I'm making contact and saying you deserve to be cared for, even if it's by yourself. Hey friends, just got back from Tuscaloosa. I regret to inform you that I took no videos in Tuscaloosa. I'm so sorry. This is like a new thing for me. Like, I'm still learning. I forget to take my camera half the places I need to take it. Son, I would say use the Clorox. Or you could use the Folex. Folex is white and purple. Clorox is yellow. Oh, you for it on me. So, I apologize for that. But today is book club Sunday, so maybe we'll get some of that. And that'll be the end of this week. That's natural. I went to McDonald's for Granny. It was her birthday, Friday. All right, overcooking food. Apparently. They already overcooked my steak. They cooked it freaking well. They cooked it medium well. I specifically said medium. At this point, I'm gonna start telling people medium rare because I'm fed up. But it's all good. I just need to get a little something on my stomach. I really want to take a nap, but I need to start getting ready for book club. Listen, I love sleep. It's something I be learning, man. I love sleep. But the good thing is I'm in a really pleasant mood today. A little anxious, a little overwhelmed last night in Tuscaloosa because it's just a lot of family, and you know, everybody is talking at one time and it overwhelms me really quickly. But everybody was so pleasant to be around. Always happy to be around my bestie. Hopefully I've got some pictures, I can pop them up. And there was this bar that could make a passion fruit martini, which I was very happy with. I don't know if I would have said porn star martini if he would have known what I was talking about. He said passion fruit, he knew what I was talking about. I was like, that's what I was talking about, period. Pooh. So I was really happy about that. We had a hotel, so nobody had to drive inebriated. We're calling in Uber, so had to save some money there. She had a dinner, including all her friends. That was lovely. She has a lot of married friends. I was like, damn, is everybody married here?
I use the wash of my shoes.
You can use it, because I don't really even know what else there is. I love steak. I need to stop loving steak. I know it's probably clogging up my arteries. But, yeah. So last night was nice and pleasant. I would categorize it as a high. I don't recall any low moments. So that was a pretty good Saturday. And I got to visit my friends. I had a friend who had this, it was Harmony and Heritage. I can't remember the word for it, but she had this event and it was outside at this plantation, or what used to be a plantation, but she made it so that it was a positive experience or something that the Black community could gain back, you know? So there was like a lot of health things out there. They have a garden So there was a lot of gardening things. It was painting. They had free massages. They had a line dance teacher. It was really beautiful. I thought it was really cool, and it looked like she hired a lot of Black people even for the logistical thing. So I thought that was really smart and just a way to give back to the community. I was so proud of her for that event. Positives all around. Probably slept more than I should. Maybe I need to work on that. But tonight we go, this afternoon, we have book club. So at the book club, I might probably have to cook. Ugh, we are down in funds. I mean, down bad in funds. So I'm hoping I have something here we can eat already. And then we start a new week. I think the beginning of this week was absolutely awful. I mean, it was just scary, awful, really bad. But this end of the week turned out to be very pleasant, and I like that for me. So yeah, see y'all later on today. Hey you guys, this is my last day of group therapy. I've got my sunroof open, so if it's loud, that's why. Yeah, so today's my last session. IPO, the end. I'm really anxious because yesterday I didn't leave the house. I felt like I'll have to tell y'all about it, but or I might, do a voiceover, but I don't know that I'm ready, like, I mean, for real, my God, you're gonna be going out in the world. And I'm starting to have like these thoughts, like, does everybody hate me? Or like, why do you really like me? Like, I swear to goodness, like, I be thinking that people don't like me for real, like, they always like me for alternative reason. I think it likes me for real, but like, I also know that at the end of the day, as much as they call me family, like, I'm like second family. You know what I'm saying? Because they put me out on that street, and I'll never forget. I will never get caught slipping like that ever again. I swear to fucking gosh. I'll never forget that motherfucking shit. That shit happened to my sister, and never mind. Anyway, I'm going off topic. You guys, I'm scared. I'm scared I'm not ready. But I don't really have a choice because I only get 12 weeks of short-term disability. And then I think it would turn into long-term disability. Wow, that is really bubbly. What is this? I'm drinking pink slush energy from Alani. Anyway, so I'm just nervous they let me go too early. But honestly, it ain't really up to them when I go. That's just when my insurance said. That's the and that's it. Not my insurance, but I don't know what it is. Is it my insurance? I guess my insurance would continue to pay for it, but I still have a job. You know what I'm saying? So I am anxious about that. But I think I've gotten into this. I've always had this thing where I'm chasing like dopamine highs. Ooh, there was the light. So basically, I'm nervous because I know I have a lot of tools now. I will say I have a lot of tools in my toolbox, and I need to trust. I'm trying to think of them now. I need to trust myself. I need to allow feelings to flow through me and not sit in those feelings out of the way. I cannot control my feelings. I only can control how I respond to them. So I'll talk to y'all later. All right, you guys, so fresh out of class. It was anticlimactic. My favorite group person wasn't there, but I do feel as though my therapist she had some added value, some more worksheets for me, and I love a worksheet, honey. And she had us like draw our favorite themes from group so far, and that was like interesting. I'm definitely getting a tattoo after this, like tea. She gave me a worksheet on the fears we have of giving, fears about self-compassion. Woo! When the call was coming from inside the house, And then she gave us kind of like a reference sheet of like things we can do to self-sabotage and then what they affect, what those consequences are. It'll be nice to see, yeah. But really, the fears of self-compassion cut me in the throat. Because, baby, what? It was me in a nutshell. I'm going to read some of it to y'all because it was really tripping me out. And she was like, I think the first thing was like, I don't deserve kindness and compassion. She was like, I literally heard you say that out of your mouth. Like, I don't deserve it. Like, for what did I do to earn it? You have to earn kindness and compassion to yourself. Like, you have to be hard on yourself to get to, you know, these places you want to be in life. But I'm also like, I'm mad at myself when I don't get to those places in life. So then I'm just mad at myself all the time. Like, I'm like always mad. And then I'd be like, okay, but when, like, okay, so then my self is always mad, but myself is also like thirsting for some type of like joy that I'm not providing to myself. So then when I get like a dopamine hit, like I go to the bar and all my friends are there, boom, dopamine hit. Or like when I post something and it does well, dopamine. I get hooked on them though. Like, so if I do one good thing, I can't just do one thing that gives me a dopamine. I do 10. You know, like it's hard. It's really hard. I wouldn't yo-yo between these extremes if I was able to give myself some compassion. And like my regular therapist has told me before, like, being this hard on yourself has not gotten you where you wanted to be. I don't even know if y'all remember if you caught when I said in the last, I don't know if it was the last one, the one before last, where I was like, well, what was the point? What do I have to show for it? I was like, you're so mean to yourself and you're so hard on yourself. And what do you have to show for it? I can see if you did all this and now you hitting dreams in your blackexcellence.com. You look up Black Excellence in your picture, you and your kid, but you're doing all this and you're still miserable, baby. What is the point? Why not be nice to yourself? At this point, I don't want to be so tough, but I'm convinced like I have to be tough to get what I want in life. But at the same time, that makes no sense. I don't enjoy the toughness that I feel I have to be the person I want to be. So like, why am I so tough on myself? I want to be compassionate. I want to be soft. I want to be a rose, even though a rose has thorns. Like, everybody is rose. We all has flaws. So I don't know, it's just really intense. But that's how I feel coming straight out. It's Friday. This is really the end of the week. This is the end of the journey, you guys. And I ain't gonna hold you, I feel happier, which is the point. But it's a little scary. Be like, how dare you be happy, girl? Be too happy if you want to. Other shoe go pop. But I'm trying not to think like that. I'm trying not to let my anxiety be too far in front of me. We worry about days that haven't happened yet. Worried about things that haven't happened yet. Like, I can't worry about work being awful yet. We're not even there yet. That's where I'm at. There's still so much I don't know. So much I cannot control. But I can decide what kind of life I want to live. And I can start mapping it out one small step at a time. Even though this isn't a master plan, it is proof that I'm showing up and that I believe in myself. I believe there's something worth building even after all of this.
Crazy, because it wasn't like hella people around.
See, I didn't know. Somebody told me. They was like, you was at what? Smith Lake?
Right.
And I was like, yeah. And they was like, bitch, that's not where you need to be, motherfucker. Right. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. Bitch, I'm not from here down.
Apparently, Miley Cyrus' dad got a house out there.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, but we was only at the house anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
But Smith and Logan Martin, but Logan Martin used to be like Lake Lanier. So
I was about to say, I feel like Logan Martin was worse.
It is.
That was the one that I heard real stuff about.
Over a whole city at the bottom, like Lake Lanier. I ain't finna go.
Cause like we stayed the night, like we came in at like 12, did like a whole bonfire, stayed the night in the camper, and it's like a whole bunch of campers out there, whatever. But it wasn't like a whole bunch of people there because it was like the end of May. So I feel like
I just heard
weren't there
camper and I
yet.
immediately thought Burning Cross. That's why I was like, oh Lord.
No. It was just a little
It was
RV.
cute.
It was cute though.
Yeah, but it was
But it was like we were the only people really out there. So
Okay, that's
I ain't
not
gonna
bad.
lie though, when she brought me into this house, I was like, okay, because it was Prashant's birthday and he wanted to be on the lake. So, all right, you guys. So that was wow. You saw what it was, but this is the end. So this is the last week is gone. I finished IOP, which is intensive outpatient therapy. I'm sorry, I thought I heard my dryer about to stop and beep at us. Let me think. Leaving the end of IOP does not mean I am completely healed. I'm 100% not healed. Like, at all. Not at all, but I've gotten better. I have better coping skills. I am able to kind of like stop thoughts in their tracks, but way before I could 3 months ago in March. I have tools. Like, you know, I have a little toolbox now. I've got like a little folder where I keep all my handouts, and I refer to them because I remember like if I got a handout and it hit and I was like, oh, this is gonna help me, like this is what I needed, this is how I feel, and this is how I'm supposed to respond. You know, this is a healthy way to respond when I'm feeling insecure, and this is a healthy way to respond when I'm feeling behind at my big age. You know, it's okay to be with people who are not necessarily your age but are in the same part of life that you are in. So in a way, I'm holding space for myself and the person that I am today, and with all of the challenges that I have. Before, and I'm not saying I don't do this still, but before it was just like I was just immersed in hating myself. Like, could not find a good thing about me. In a way, I feel like I would have loved to come on the other side of this completely healed, but I'm wondering if maybe it doesn't always have to look like healing. Like maybe healing, or maybe it is healing, and maybe healing looks like rest. Maybe healing is like taking a step back. Trayton, you're too loud. Maybe it's not what I expected, but what I needed. You know? Maybe it's about asking for help before I fall apart. The end of this is just, it's making me face a lot of different beliefs I'm holding, beliefs that I have, and beliefs that I have about myself and about my future. Either way, I just want to thank you guys for witnessing me. I just want to thank you for witnessing this version of me. I am still uncovering myself, but I'm not afraid of what I'll find anymore. Thanks, you guys.